Okay, guys, this is the first cut with the 2055. And I originally did it on a 50, and then I said, I don't think I have any old 2055 valves I can waste and just make into a 50. But I did dig through my junk pile, and I found a fairly bent 2055. Notice I had to put two back cuts on it, and notice how wide it is on one side and how narrow it is on the other side. I don't know where it came from, but I was able to get it to seal and do our testing with it. Now, I could put a 50 on that and put a 50 on the bowl if that's got what you guys want to see. But overall, a quick glimpse at the numbers. I think it's a winner so far. I didn't get the pluses and minuses. We're a little wider in the bowl than we were last cut. Not a huge difference. On the chamber, not a huge difference. Let's take a look at the bore. Okay, that looks quite a bit better than the last horrendous one we did with the short side filled. Okay, I don't mind those couple speckles dripping down. I don't mind that at all, and it's nice and wide and very fine at the ends. As far as the width on the valve, it's a lot better than the last cut we did. Okay, we can see right up into the chamber now because it doesn't have all that clay on the short side. Overall, it comes relatively straight right across that bowl and out. It looks fairly good from here. Notice it goes almost to the roof. Okay, now that it's a bigger valve, it uses the pinch quite a bit different. You'll see that on the air speeds. All right, from this angle, doesn't really look any different. It's just got a bigger valve in it. And I did have to do, some bowl work in order to shape it in. We do want to measure what our throat ratio is because I don't know what it is. Obviously, you have to reshape the short side. Can't even get a decent focus on it. And I just did a quick polish with a sand roll. I didn't do anything special with it. Okay, the way the bowl came out was 87.5% throat, which is pretty close to my 88% go-to on a 45. All right, I might as well show this to you because I wasted an hour of my life goofing it up. I forgot the damn bolt again. Okay, so what do we got? This is 19 verse 20. Okay, 20 was cut for 2055 45 versus the 20250. Had we do plus, it's got a bigger valve. You would expect it to gain some in the lower lifts. Minus, plus. Now, because I forgot the bolt, it changes the way the port works. Okay, it's at the higher lifts, it can leak a lot of air past that bolt hole. As far as our swirl, plus, minus. Okay, it's got, instead of it going around the high helix, right, it's leaking in and going right out the valve seat. Takes a big hit as far as swirl. Okay, guys. 20th cut, 2055 with a 45 versus our 202. Had we do? Well, it looks like it likes it. I had a feeling 205 or 2055 or 208 is going to be where this is going to wind up coming out. Now, this bowl, I actually I measured the thickness of the bowl, and it's much better. It's nice and even all the way around. I can make this quite a bit bigger. As castings go, you're going to get ones that you can make better the way you want than others. It's just the way it is. How'd we do? Plus. We're still down at 300 from where I think we should be with a 2055. Minus, plus with noise. Guess what? It's still beating them out about my best Fuelie at this point. True, it's a bigger port. My best Fuelies are right around 200 cc's. This is probably, I'll take a guess and say 220, 225. Whippy's painting the kitchen, as a good German wife should. Nothing wrong with that. That's why you marry German, guys. Oh, yeah. She also mowed the lawn today, as it should be. All right. How'd we do as far as our swirl? Plus, minus, plus. Is it still usable? It's a tad low. It's all right. If we lift it to 600 now, I changed my lift from 500 to 600 because it's a bigger valve and it's a hotter application. So we're going to change the lift. All right. So at 600 with 275, which is a damn nice cylinder head, by the way, guys. 2500, that's a good number. All right, a little bit low if we would just run it at 500. Still, 260 is not bad. You still need a Victor Jr. on it to even come close. A ported Victor Jr., by the way. Okay. A regular Victor Jr. only flows like 240 or 235. So, in any case, this looks good. Let's take a look at our air speeds. Okay, it is not an apples to apples comparison because this is 0.6, this is 0.5. I didn't write that, so let me write that. Just to keep things straight. Okay. Notice, all right, this is our number 20. This is our number 19. Notice how nice our pinch is. Oh, you know, I forgot to mention, I did try the flow ball at 0.8 and it went to 283. So remember, my short side is much higher than the last 2.1 valve we did. I really whacked that short side back and got a lot of extra high lift flow. But the casting's too thin and I went through. So we're not doing that. We have plenty of metal on the short side and it's saying, hey, why don't you take a little bit out and we'll get a few CFM. But as of right this minute, we're not doing that. Pinch is working really well, 300 plus. In fact, it's holding us back at this point. So I'm probably going to give that some more area. How do we do on the roof? Well, it's a higher lift. It's more flow. They all went up. Now, you would think the short side would go up because it's flowing more, but no. The way it's designed with the bigger valve, more of it is going to the roof now. Okay, these all went down. It's a better design. Let me know if you think I'm wrong with that, guys, because your opinion matters to me. Okay, so what should I do with this from this point on? Should I take that dead valve and put a 50 on it and see what we do? I'll think about it. I'll see how the day goes. I do have to do some other stuff. I still have to do a tiny bit of epoxy work on DV's 318 stuff. This month is absolute chaos at work. So if I get to go this month, it'll be the third or fourth week in February that I get to go up to see DV. But I would like to get ahead of all that stuff, finish it all up if I could. And I'll probably do a video here and there showing you after I get everything cleaned up and ready to bring up. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.